of owning a cafe and other heroic deeds by Beware the Tristero. Chapter 172. Together Again. Part 1. Eventually pulling themselves together after his husband hurriedly unpacked the rest of their things whilst vehemently insisting that he take it easy.
Good done. You're sure there's nothing I could do in the first instance, even just...
He and the little girl had changed out of their hospital-style garb earlier, so they'd looked relatively okay, thank goodness.
Toshi, I love you, but if you apologize to me even one more time, I might have to smack you for your own good, okay?
Small mercies.
Yes, okay, I hear you, and I love you too, of course.
They dusted themselves off, shared a sneaky, passionate kiss, and walked out of the bedroom hand in hand to find David and Ari merrily chatting away in the corridor outside. Then as she blinked at him, her lovely head tilted backwards while she gasped out, "Whoa! Papa! You were right! Usagi-san is really tall!" Her tone tinged with awe as the three adults chuckled endearingly as his husband carefully lowered himself into a loose crouch before her.
Is this better?
The belated smile he wore softened then into the fond, gentle expression he never used for the media cameras. No. I know this. My name is Eri, and it's great to meet you, Usachi-san. This was the smile he reserved for their community, and their community alone.
My dear Eri-chan,
he greeted, those neon blue eyes sparkling with awe.
It's my greatest pleasure to meet you as well, and thank you. Thank you so much for looking after my darling Shouta for me.
He offered, his head bowed.
I'd very much like to hug you and welcome you into our family too, if that's okay.
Watching as the adorable Tot smiled widely, her cheeks pinking in a pleasure-tinged disbelief, she nodded shyly before tripping over to him in the lovely dress that Asui-san had packed for her, on a pair of frog-accented sandals, her arms reaching for his. "I'd really like that, Otto-san!" As he scooped her up and cuddled her close. Cuddled her as he had Melissa and his study group when they'd been young. The expression Torsionori wore made him fall in love with the adorable lummox all over again, and as Aries' smile deepened, oh God, his heart. Hair. Blinking away from the domestic vision before him, Shouta somehow managed to chuckle whilst he took the pocket-sized tissues David was proffering, those deft and clever hands dabbing at his own dewy eyes beneath the glasses that he didn't need to wear, the pair of them huffing. Well, as silver linings to storm clouds went, this moment may as well have been platinum, hadn't it? They'd been stood in the fancy ballroom for just about 10 minutes. Behind them, several tables burgeoning with food, fancy glasses with equally expensive drinks, all of the finery further accentuated by a polished parquet floor, a selection of chandeliers, and extravagantly framed artwork dotting the dove-grey walls. The multicolored balloons, a further table packed with welcome bags, and Sirius helped to make things a little less stiff and formal, at least. Watching the dog have excited zoomies around the wide space, despite the smallest Kurogiri's best efforts, a bit hilarious. Hell, the lovable mutt would probably make a convert out of him as well. Damn, how things had changed. That was funny, really, as he and his lover stood in this immaculate setting, their stomachs flooded with butterflies, to find themselves feeling almost kind of at home. Who'd have thought that he'd go from a life choked with loneliness and fear within the cold, ignorant, unforgiving back streets of Musutafu to being comfortable in a place like this, in a country like this, in a situation where he'd been adopted and had reconciled with his mother, saved his siblings, gained over a dozen more, and was waiting for them now. Waiting for them to step through a warp gate crafted by the oldest tie-wearing Kurogiri with bated breath. He shouldn't be nervous. What the fuck did he have to be nervous about? You think it'll confuse them, you know?
What with me looking more like a goth now, and you looking like a jackal?
Tom grinned, his elbow nudging him gently in the side whilst he threw him a cheeky wink. Blinking, the arm he'd curled about the other's slender shoulders, giving him a squeeze, Dobby tried to make himself sound more affronted than amused. Oi, he furthered, their eyes locking. I've still got my piercings, you know.
And the Hollywood smile, and the swimmer's body, and
Silencing the younger with a kiss. They'd only just pulled apart when Sidious bounded past them to circle, bark, and yip at the place where Daiichi was due to arrive, and then,
Whoa! That workout was so heckin' cool! I didn't feel a thing, did you?
Melissa, beaming, appeared with a rapidly blinking Atsuhiro and cautiously observant Mirai, the other lovers acting as vanguard to the children as more and more of them piled into the room with a Tomoni! Damini! While Spinner and their older brothers and sisters similarly gasped,
Holy shit, guys!
Alongside their mother because she was my boys? Snickering, his scarlet arm roped around his equally smooth-skinned husband, the former flame quirk user and his most precious person, couldn't contain their mirth as the Smalls and the others bonked at them. Surprise? He grinned, his head inclining slightly to Kuro 3 and Melissa to denote his thanks, and
So, what do you think, huh?
at that innocently spoken utterance, oh my gosh! All adorable hell broke loose! What in the world happened to you guys? Which inevitably involved them being rushed by the veritably squealing teens, their eyes tearing alongside theirs as they were swamped by a plethora of flailing arms, awe-tinged fingertips, and grabbing hands.
Clank! Tomoni, you look so much like Shody, now get up!
With his blood siblings leading the way, of course. Oh, Dobby! Look at you, you're just like us again. So when Fuyumi barreled into him with Natsuo and Shoto, I thought they were stylish kitten heels. What? Are you guys okay? He really genuinely wasn't surprised when his back connected with the floor, his partner no doubt beside him, and covered in the kids they couldn't love anymore if they were all actually related. Oi! Come on, you guys! Let him up so Ray-san can hug him, will ya? Oh, sorry, Gachon! Juggling the group easily pulling him and Domra up, the digital artist was then face to face with his mother. Oh, son! His mother, who was soothing cool hands across his overhauled face, his still turquoise eyes meeting her olive ones, his now perfect hands gently covering hers. I'm finally free of what he did to me, Mom. He smiled, his tears matching in her own. And it feels really good. Smiling brightly at the gathering of people before her, she and Melissa found that this reunion was everything she'd dreamed of and more.
Here, man, I thought you might want to do a sketch or two, so I grabbed your sketching tablet and Tomo's laptop.
God damn it, Spinner. What did I do to get you as a friend, huh? Thanks, you. You're the best, you know? Boshi. What? So you and Dobby are really? You're just like me now? And you're alright with that?
We're quirkless as Okoko, but nowhere near your level of genius, kiddo. Hey, put the cry door here, don't you? Down the notch or two, like, I'm going to join you. So just have some more, right?
She only wished that Shoni, Eri-chan, and their family hadn't had to suffer such awful things for them to be laughing, smiling, talking, and happy crying within the massive chamber. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This is the best dog ever. Who's a good boy, no? Who's a good boy? It's you. It's totally you, isn't it? Huh? Eri-chan, we can have pets in our apartments thanks to Toshiji, so, how'd you feel about, me getting one? We could, have it as a mascot for Hero Team or something, right? Oh, wow, not scared? I think that's a great idea, too. Get it? Because dogs go out, don't they? Thanks, Mirio-kun. The adults, after fawning all over the youngest set of husbands in the room, seemed to be becoming surer that this whole arrangement had been set up to poison and or otherwise harm them.
Damn, this zucchini salad is amazing. Hey, does this taste a lot like shows to you, Commodore-san?
I wouldn't be surprised. He's been taming Shigaraki with food for years, hasn't he, Uradaka-san?
The hero, similarly, didn't seem too perturbed. She was so proud of her Tosan for insisting that they come too.
I suck out evil Ensco. This is more like a bad movie than the slums we used to bust at, ne, Obaru?
Yeah, man. Talk about swanky digs, let's both keep an eye on Ryuko-san and them, alright? Shino-san and Yawara-san can only be so vigilant, and our bestie is way more magpie than cat, in fact. Oh shit, they're trying to smooth Kurogiri's diamond pin off of him, aren't they? Come on, no more not. That guy needs saving.
On it, man, Pudgy baby, I'll be right back, okay? Oh, and send me a few of those fancy pastry thingies, would ya?
She could remember a time when her father had been beside himself at the thought of being duped by the allegedly ancient evil, and although she knew fundamentally that no one could ever forget the terrible, awful things he'd done in the past, she...
would you look at me, John? She's positively glowing, isn't she? And to think that we were all ready to rush in here to unleash a helping a mom-style kick-ass. Oh, I went up against all for one before, and it wouldn't be opposed to round two, you know?
Mitsuki-san, your confidence as always amazes me. You're really something else, isn't she, Inko-san? Yeah, that's Ami-chan, all right. And thank you both for bringing extra dishes with you. I don't think my two ducks have quite finished yet. Oh, Dominic, good, speed up a bit. Let's go get our hugs in. She believed in Sho's teachings. She believed that second chances and redemption, the chance of redemption, had to be the best way forward.
Well, Denki, you need to rein in the sparks a little, man. You're literally buzzing with excitement. You okay? Maji! There were freaking dinosaurs right freaking there! How are you not losing your mind right along with me, man? Oi! That's so good! Come tell us what you can see with those amazing peepers of yours, would ya?
That giving people the option to change and showing them how through kindness.
Oh no, Dominique, did you dye your hair? Yeah. With the secret identities and style can't go together, huh? Why, are you thinking about a new look, Aji-kun? Oh, well, I'd really like to color it red, you know? Oh, and I want to, I don't know, maybe shove it upwards and kind of spiky? Red and spiky, huh? I'm pretty sure Kanchan would love to see you mimicking his look using his favorite color, wouldn't he? What? I'm not trying to. It's just, you really think so, son?
Through patience.
This is so yummy! Shouta-kun, here, you gotta try this!
Thank you, Ochoko. No, Rikido, can you pass me a bowl, please? Sure thing. I hope I get to meet this Miss Beaton at some point. I've never eaten a stew like this, You don't think it's got actual dinosaur in it, do you?
Through love. Is it me? Or is the Curl Queen, ridiculously beautiful and dressed head to toe in Gucci?
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Oh, but not as hot as you were, Chan.
It's a good job. I love you, you adorable tree man. Now, since this amazing spread is free, go and get me a platter of those takoyaki. Oh, and the flute of that Jancy champagne, too.
Hi!
Was that all of them could make a better tomorrow, and although some people, like the exiled hero Endeavor, would never learn,
Well, that's 2 more quirkless people in the family, then, Tadeo. 3 if we can get that little girl adopted to Kale. God, I can't imagine what else she's had to live through. I thought what we suffered under Itsu-san was bad enough, so we're gonna have to up our G-san game when the dust dies down. Neitokun and Toshi-kun are gonna need a lot of support too, aren't they? Sho has been a papa for both of them, hasn't he?
She had opened her heart that the word hero would soon no longer mean flashy quirks, ridiculous levels of self-sacrifice, and the ability to dish out severe punishments to those society had deemed to be villains.
Here, guys, you should try to eat something. You both look like you're about to collapse. I mean, Shield-san promised he'd bring Shoni to us as soon as he could, right? Thanks, Izu. I'm not that hungry right now. Same. Oh no, just don't rat us out to him when he comes through those doors. I'll tell my dad, okay? I don't want him or Papa worrying anymore, especially about me. About us, when they have very time to think about.
They'll be thinking about the both of you, you know. I mean, Toshinyu, you're their sons, right? In a lot of ways, we're all their children, aren't we? So don't be worried or afraid to lean on me and everyone else. Whoa! Gotcha?
Oi! We won't have to rat on you if you ate. Now come on, neither of you had breakfast. So if you can't eat anything solid, then you're damn well having the soup I just got for you. Got it?
Gotcha!
Your bedside manner still leaves a lot to be desired, oh fearless leader, but fine, pass it over. I'd rather eat than be glared at.
She longed for a future filled with understanding, education, and opportunities for everyone, regardless of where they came from, what their quirk or limitations were.
Good! And what about you, Nathan? You need me to feed you something?
Wow, and you would, wouldn't you? Ma, you don't have to look so mean when you're actually being nice, you know. Gotcha.
Just hurry up and eat something before you pass out, will you?
She'd never been so excited to see such a world.
Well, we're finally in the end then, aren't we? And you are gonna actually take a bath now? I'm sorry, Atsuhiro. I'm trying to be less guarded, but I'll relax when we have Sho and Toshinori with us, alright? Thank you for helping to prop me up.
No, but I could. You know that I'm always more than happy to wrap these arms and mind around you, you know? A world that she and her friends would help bring about. Excuse me, everyone. Shigaraki-sama has just informed me that Shield-sama and your family members are on their way and should be with us presently if you'd like to make your way to those double doors behind me. She just knew it.